Well, folks, I want to welcome you to a very special edition of Positively West Virginia. We are going to be talking with Eliza Hocz and Savannah Jones. They're both students at West Virginia University, and they are here representing a really amazing event here in the month of March at West Virginia University, and it's called UniteUS. Savannah, Eliza, welcome to the show, and thanks for being here with us today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
That's great.
Positively West Virginia is powered by BreezeLine high-speed fiber internet and sponsored by Highmark West Virginia, Freedom Key of Morgantown, and Storymaker. With the help of these sponsors, we are able to share the positive business stories of West Virginians, including the one featured in today's episode.
All right, guys, it's great to have you, and I look forward to learning more about UniteUS and what you guys are trying to do here in West Virginia. Eliza, can you maybe start by giving us a little overview of UniteUS and what it's all about?
Yeah, UniteUS is a movement of college students that are gathering together to lift the name of Jesus. It's all about uniting students together in their coliseums, in their arenas. And so far, up until this point, they have gathered over 85,000 students across 13 different universities across our nation.
Amazing.
And we're super excited that they're coming here to our little part of West Virginia in comparison to some of these major schools that they've been going to.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Now, when is the event?
It's going to be on March 11th.
That's Tuesday night.
Yes.
All right.
It's coming up.
And what time?
At 7:30 p.m. and the doors will open at 6:30.
Amazing. Now, Savannah, I want to throw it to you. How, what are you hoping with this event, UniteUS, bringing it to the campus of West Virginia University? What are you hoping it's going to accomplish here in West Virginia?
Well, I feel like there is a lot of brokenness on college campuses.
Sure.
There's a lot of people looking for something that maybe they just can't find without community, without like some form of ministry to give them a little bit of peace and let them know about Jesus.
Yeah.
So we're kind of hoping to bring people that maybe have never heard anything like this before. We're going to bring them in and they're going to be able to hear about Jesus and they're going to be able to find something that they've been looking for maybe this whole time and be able to find some community to just build with.
Yeah. So, Eliza, you mentioned this is a national movement and college campuses all across the country. How did you end up bringing this to West Virginia University?
Yeah, I know it started back months ago. I wasn't on the team at the time when it started, but our lovely people in Delight actually kind of reached out to them. The cool thing about this movement specifically is that they don't come to the schools, they let the students come to them. And so they go to the schools that students reach out to in desperation for God to do something on their campus.
Yeah.
So it's super cool that our friend Chandler actually reached out to Miss Tanya Pruitt back in, it was like months ago. And then when I joined the team, it was back in January. And I jumped on. I was super excited. Had never heard of Unite before, but I just joined in and we started praying for it.
I love it. And Savannah, you're very involved with Delight, which is a campus ministry here at WVU. Can you tell us a little bit about your involvement with Delight?
Oh, yeah. Delight is a women's ministry on campus. I've been a leader now 2 years. I'm the worship leader. And it's just been really great to be able to see all these girls come in and just want to know about Jesus. We've seen exponential growth like since I became a leader. We started with like 40 girls and now we're up to 150, which I can't even take credit for. Like it was all the Lord, but it's really great to be able to be a part of it. We have little small groups and we really get to build community there.
And so somebody from Delight reached out to UniteUS and brought this whole thing together. I think that's really cool. It's like collaboration. Somebody has an idea and says, hey, let's just see if we can bring it here. And here it is, coming up March 11th, 7:30 p.m. at the West Virginia University Coliseum. Now, the big question is, what are your all's, like, how do you envision this coming down? Are you expecting hundreds, thousands, 10,000? Would you like to pack the Coliseum? Maybe talk about that.
Yeah, we are definitely trying to pack the Coliseum, but it's, again, nothing that we can do. It's all left in God's hands.
Sure.
And I have been leading up prayer on our campus. We started back in January 15th, actually, to be exact, and we came together and 11 students gathered out in the freezing cold. Didn't make any sense. We stood out in front of Woodburn Circle in the heart of our campus downtown, and we just started praying for our students and for our campus. And so far that group has grown to 30. And now we're doing Coliseum walks where we walk the Coliseum 7 times every single night. Just similar to like a Jericho walk.
I hope the walls don't fall down, right?
Yeah. We kind of need those right now.
So we're not asking that the physical walls fall down.
That's right. But the barriers.
The barriers and hearts would fall down. And that's what we're praying for of our students. And so we've been praying specific prayers. We are praying that Coliseum would be filled with 14,000 people. There's 14,000 seats in there. And we believe that thousands are going to come.
So Savannah, you've been part of those prayer walks. I know that.
Yes.
And full disclosure, Savannah Jones is my niece. And so I've known you for a number of years now. Tell us about what that's like, just having a group of students around you, just walking the grounds of the Coliseum and praying.
It is something that I have never experienced before.
I can imagine.
I haven't been to too many prayer walks, but I have heard about them, and it was just on my mind. Like, I think this is a really cool thing to get involved with. Yeah. So I went to one, and just to see like the faith of the people around me, to walk around this Coliseum. It was really cold the first day that I went. We had been at our Delight chapter meeting, and the girls were telling me about it, and I was like, I'm going to go. And they just prayed, like Eliza said, these very specific prayers, like praying for the funds that we're looking for, praying for the hearts that we're just going to want to be there and learn about Jesus. It's just been really awesome. Last Saturday, actually, we went, and I don't know how many people were there, but I brought my guitar and we sang, and it was just so awesome. My fingers were frozen, so I couldn't really play, but we stood out there. There were probably like 6 or 7 of us, and we just sang and like worshiped the Lord, like outside the Coliseum, really just praying that, the Coliseum's going to be bumping with worship music for probably the first time ever next Tuesday.
That's amazing. So, Eliza, what can folks expect if they come to the Coliseum on March 11th, 7:30 p.m.? How do you envision it rolling out? Is there a program? Is there, as Savannah mentioned, worship, singing? Tell us a little bit about the actual event.
Yeah, so this event is definitely geared more towards college students in our generation. So there's going to be speakers there and live music. Elevation Rhythm is coming and playing. They're the band that's going to be there. And then Jenny Allen is coming to speak. Jonathan Pokluda and Tanya Pruitt are all coming, and they're going to speak really messages geared towards college students. So talking about things like anxiety and depression and loneliness and addiction, and then how students can really find freedom from those things, and how they can find joy and peace. And so there's going to be an element of worship and music, and then that time of just listening to the speakers, and life transformation is the best way to describe it.
Yeah, and that's so important, especially to college students that are oftentimes trying to find their way, and maybe finding their way through the wrong things. Right. This is a great opportunity to have something wholesome and godlike, right? Yeah. And righteous. Yeah. So as far as the invitation, I guess, that we're trying to get out there today, it's more open to more than college students. The general public is invited, right? Whether you belong to a church, whether you're a believer or non-believer, you should come and check this event out. You guys want to talk about that? Savannah, maybe you can take that.
Oh, yeah. No, anyone's welcome. I have been trying to tell everyone that I know about it just to get the word out, because
that's what we're doing here, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we want that 14,000 people. We want the Coliseum packed. Yeah. So I want my parents to come. I want everyone that I know to come because it really is for everyone. Like, it's definitely geared towards college students, but I think even being able to like bear witness to this movement would be so moving, even if the speakers aren't necessarily talking to you. Like, they're still telling you about Jesus, and you're getting to see other people get to know him maybe for the first time, which is cool.
There's something about community, right? Worship at church is kind of rejuvenating most of the time, right? For most of us who go to a church to get our souls refreshed for the week, and it's nice to do that in community with others, right? Yeah. And so I can imagine if we can pack this Coliseum, that will be just very, very powerful. Even if there's only 2 or 3 people show up, which there's not, or 200 or 300 or 2,000 or 3,000 or 14,000, like you guys are saying. I think there's something so powerful about having community and just feeling that energy.
Yeah. Yeah. And we've heard stories too, just testaments of adults' lives completely changing by coming and witnessing just what's happening in our younger generation as well across these other schools. So it's been amazing just to hear all the stories.
I love it. Savannah, tell us a little bit about your background. Where are you from, and what are you studying at WVU? What year are you?
I'm from Bridgeport, West Virginia, so not too far from here. And I am currently studying journalism. I'm a senior, but I'm hoping to go to law school next year and get involved in the law field. That's exciting.
Yeah. Eliza, how about you?
Yeah, I'm from the Dayton, Ohio area. I am a senior hospitality and tourism management student, and I have a photography minor, so I love the creative side of things and business as well. Love marketing and all of that kind of stuff. Looking to get into the event industry world.
I love it. Yeah. That's really cool. Thanks for sharing a little bit about that. This is Positively West Virginia. We'll be right back.
My name's Caitlin Furby. I'm an interior designer with Remarkable Interiors. Our time is very limited. We're trying to do everything we can possible to keep our clients' projects moving and rolling. So StoryMaker has been really great for us for putting out how to explain our company. I can sit and agonize about a post. And is this right? Does this sound good? When I use StoryMaker, it sounds so beautiful and it was so easy, and it saves me a lot of time to do the things that I'm really good at.
All right, we're back. We're visiting today with Eliza Hocz and Savannah Jones. They're both WVU students here on the campus of West Virginia University, of course, in Morgantown, talking about this amazing event that they are part of. There's a whole group of people actually behind bringing this event. It's a faith-based evangelical celebration, really, March 11th, 7:30 p.m. at the WVU Coliseum. Guys, I really want to talk a little bit about the challenges of an event like this. There's logistics, and putting on a major event like this requires audio production, lighting, staging, I'm sure, and all those security, having EMS there and all that kind of stuff. What is the specific logistic or challenge that you guys are faced? Maybe it's financial or something like that. Eliza, if you want to chime in on that.
Yeah, for sure. It definitely takes a lot of behind the scenes work. The cool thing about this event is that it is completely free for students. Because we want everyone to be able to come.
That's beautiful.
But in order for it to be free, we have to, like you were saying, we have to find the funds for sound and the band and our speakers' travel and security and the venue, which all adds up to be a lot of money, and it all has to be donated.
Well, what about the folks that are not students that want to come? Maybe somebody like myself. Is there going to be a fee to come in, or is it a donation? Or
no, completely free for everyone.
Free for everybody. Savannah, what would you say if somebody out there is listening? Maybe they're a business owner like myself, and they want to make a contribution. What would you say to encourage them?
Well, I think that this event is going to be something that it's not anything we've seen before on this campus, and it's going to be something to be watching out for, just revival on our campus. That's what we're praying for. So if you're looking to maybe, just you want someone to learn about Jesus and you don't know how to tell them, like this is a way that you could contribute in a way to evangelism. You could be inviting them, not necessarily telling them about it, but giving us the donation so that we could be able to do it through this event.
I love that too. Yeah. Eliza, what would you say on that?
Yeah, I would say something very similar. I just think God is doing something, one, in our generation, but also just across this nation, across the world. I don't know if anybody tuned in to Gather 25, which was just a major event of the whole global church gathering together. And the things that are happening are just unprecedented right now. And I think students are so desperate for it. And what an opportunity placed right on our campus that, like Savannah said, I don't think we're going to see again. Like this might be a one-time opportunity for something huge to happen here.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I've been to many concerts, like worship bands, and you go to see them and just hear everybody singing along. I mean, it's one thing to be in church and you have a couple hundred people or something like that, but you have thousands of people around you worshiping and praising and just feeling that love. It's something special to be recognized, I think, and to look forward to. And so I'm very excited. I plan to go as well, and I would like to on behalf of our company, Interaction Media, I would like to make a contribution for sure. Before you guys leave here, make sure you get a check from me. Are checks accepted these days?
Yeah.
All right, good. I didn't know. I have Venmo, but I guess we could Venmo. But anyway, that's great. So let's talk about the specifics here again. Who should attend? The general public's invited, but we want to encourage WVU students and anybody who can hear this message, get to the Coliseum on March 11th, 7:30 p.m. What time do the doors open?
6:30.
6:30. All right. And again, expectations are, we've got some great speakers lined up. These are national speakers. The band is Elevation Rhythm.
Yes.
And is that part of the Elevation Church, basically?
Yes.
They're a part, I think, in a way,
Yeah.
I believe so, yes.
I think so. Of course, they're in North Carolina, and that's going to be great. Is this a ticketed event, or do people just show up? What's the best way for them to get there?
So you'll get a ticket online, again, completely free. So you can put it in your Apple Wallet and just show it at the door.
What's the best way for folks to get that ticket then?
You
Is there a website?
Hop on UniteUSmovement.com and grab a ticket under West Virginia University.
Okay, great. Yeah, we'll make sure Jimmy puts a link up there on the social media so folks can just click the link and get the ticket. We'll make it easy.
Yeah,
How's that sound? All right. And is there anything else you think our listeners should know about why to attend or how to stay connected? And Savannah, maybe you can take that question first.
Well, just that everybody's welcome. Like we've been saying, we want everyone to be there, and it doesn't matter what you believe. If you don't know what you think about Jesus, or you have no idea what you're going there for, like, we want you to be there, to be in the room.
Yeah. I always like to say, whether you're on the mountaintop or in the valley.
Yes, exactly.
If you're doing well or not, if you're a believer or not, come check it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Eliza.
Yeah, I would just say, like, we have people coming from all over, across West Virginia, down from Pittsburgh. I've even heard some stories of people from Maryland and Washington, D.C. making the trip out to the Coliseum that night already.
No kidding.
And so, yeah, we just want everyone. We want this state just consumed like a wildfire with people coming and experiencing this.
I love it.
Yeah.
Eliza, Savannah, I think what you guys are doing to bring UniteUS here to West Virginia, especially here to Morgantown and the campus of West Virginia University, is amazing. I think both of you are leaders, and I appreciate you being here just to talk about it. And I hope to see a packed house at this event coming up March 11th, Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Get there early, 6:30. And if you haven't thought about it, maybe we can. We'll definitely have the link up. And folks can get a ticket and show up. And if you are a corporate entity listening to this today and you want to get plugged in, I'm sure we can make that happen as well.
Yeah.
And donations are definitely accepted. It's a pretty massive undertaking to bring an event like this in to West Virginia. Our guests once again are Eliza Hocz and Savannah Jones with UniteUS. UniteUS. I'm sorry. I've been saying UniteUS, but it's UniteUS. Eliza, Savannah, thanks for being here today. And I really appreciate you guys and all the effort and work you're putting into this event.
Yeah, well,
It's
thanks
awesome.
for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much. It's been great.
Yeah, thank you. Folks, that's a wrap on another special edition of Positively West Virginia. If you or someone you know would be a great guest on our show, drop us a line on our website at positivelywv.com. And of course, we appreciate you sharing this story today with your friends and your connections on social media as well. On behalf of our entire Positively West Virginia team, including our producer today, Mr. Jimmy Murray, I'm your host, Jim Matuga. Stay positive, West Virginia.
We'd like to thank our partners, Highmark West Virginia, Freedom Key of Morgantown, Interaction Media, Storymaker, and our studio sponsor, BreezeLine, for helping to share these positive stories. If you'd like to become a sponsor of the Positively West Virginia podcast, visit positively.wv.com/sponsor.